Okay. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, Ms. Vijrika. Thank you for accepting our invitation for having a round of talk in our program Curious Mind, offered by Zen-Z-Path, a life design platform. So, this program is mainly meant to connect the young minds, curious minds, to working professionals like you. So, once again, I thank you and welcome for the show. Ms. Vijrika is a senior associate consultant at Eli Lilly. Formerly, she is an Novartis. She has a post graduation in MSc Statistics, and she is basically very much passionate for data, and thereby data science becomes an irresistible pursuit for her. She has a strong sense of enthusiasm, commitment, and derives pleasure from work, particularly when she is engrossed with the intricacies of data. So we welcome you for the show, Curious Mind. So let us start
Thank you.
from, yeah,
Thank you for such a lovely introduction.
anyway. So we would like to hear from you about your present professional responsibilities and your most recent positions. Can you
Sure.
elaborate?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, as you said, currently I am working as a senior associate consultant in Eli Lilly and Company, which is a US-based pharma MNC. Um, and my position, if you're curious, it is a mid-senior level position. So now over 3 years, I'm serving in pharma industries now. Previous to Eli Lilly, I was with Novartis, which is again a pharma MNC based out of Switzerland. And I was again first I joined as a data analyst, and then I left it as a senior data analyst over there. So overall, in these companies, my deliverables were mostly into commercial analytics. So by commercial analytics, I mean my data or the stakeholders' requirements from me were always in circulating how their advertising could actually bring out the sales, whether it is increasing the sales or not. And thus, mostly it revolves around the ROI index, which is return on investment. So, this is the usual use case I have been working through, and various things like in and around this particular periphery. So, yeah, this is more about what I do on my daily basis.
So you are in one of the major important departments for any company, sales
Yeah.
and marketing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is not a typical pharma thing. So this requirement will be there for any product-based company on how, because everyone wants to know how at all their investment is turning out to be, which kind of promotional media or promotional touch points, etc., are turning out to be, which is working, which is not working, why it's not working, and all those things.
Yeah. So rightly said, return on investment. Yes. So can you kindly share with us the inclination towards this career or job over these many years?
I've always been glued towards it. Like there are like various reasons. When I started off, I never thought that I'll be here where I am today, or I would be in this profession at all. I never thought of it as a child, but since I joined it, or since I, started off in this particular field, I have always been glued towards it, and because it's never enough, I could never feel that I know enough, and now I can do my job with like with utmost, with the best, and I don't need to think about it. I can just type in, and my job will be done. That feel did not come yet. So things are never easy yet. So I always feel there are so many things there are just an ocean over there which I can yet still achieve. I still feel I'm nothing yet, so I have to do a lot. I have like each time a use case comes to me, even though it is in the similar kind of environment as I told in the previous question. But still there are a lot of differences, lot of new challenges which comes up in various even in tools. When we talk about tools, when we talk about techniques, everything changes in every use case, in every client requirements, everything. So there's a thrill in my job, so which I like. And it always offers me something to learn new, and sometimes it challenges myself. It make me question myself about my capabilities, whether I'm good enough, I need to be even better. So yeah, these kind of things are, to my perspective, is different from all other verticals of the career path, and which makes it more exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the natural uh, ability you need to have in this data science profession, by and
Yeah.
large, right? So, as you said, from child, you were not think what you are today, but still, we have a question about your perception towards this industry. When you are a fresher, may not be from a child to a fresher when you come from college. So, what would be your, or what were your perception about the industry?
Well, to be very honest, as a fresher, I didn't think much. So my only thing as a student was I have to be the best. So I'll have to get the top rank. I'll have to be the best. If there's some campusing happening or some company has come, so I'll have to get selected because I have to be the best. So that was the thing. When I got selected, in my very first job was nothing related to what I'm doing today. So I got selected on the basis of computer science, and then I landed up doing Java and C++ and stuffs. um Once I was doing those things, and then I was into this these I became introduced to these kind of jargons like L1 support, L2 support, which is the development work, which is a support work, why support is not good, why development is good, why people are giving more respect to the people who are working for a development project than a support project. So these kind of complexities came in, and that's when I realized that no, I liked stats more, I liked maths more. I don't know what am I doing over here. I'm not enjoying what I'm doing much. So, and that's when the perception curated. And that's when decided to pursue my master's. And then after master's, I had a proper perception by then that I wanted to be a data analyst and then a data scientist. These are my courses of things which I want to deliver to the industry, and this is where I want to be. So at that time, it was very well shaped by the time I completed my master's, and I just followed that direction properly. So yeah,
Yeah, very much
hope it answered
appreciative,
your
and
question.
yeah, it's appreciative and encouraging that you would like to do always the best out of you. So that is a very nice word. So that's how everybody would like to start from a fresher, how we see, and then experience on day one to what you are today. Excellent perception about what you are, or what you were from fresher to what you are now. Thank you for that. Of course, the most inevitable question is, having such a broad perception from undergraduate to postgraduate, can you give some idea how the classrooms were so significant, especially towards the working field right now with you?
Oh, very, 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 very much significant. Like, I can't even express in words. Like, every chapter I studied, especially specifically my masters. Like my undergrad just went on, and then those were again repeated in a longer depth in my masters. So specifically in my masters, I would say every chapter was important, and even now we use them to do our algorithms, whatever we do in our daily lives. Everything is somehow connected over there. So I would say that just studying my chapters and getting a top rank is not enough. Though that would be the perception, that was my perception also when I was back in the classroom. I didn't think so much into the future. I thought I need to study well and I need to get a good mark. That's it. But after that, we are not supposed to forget it, because if we forget it, and then in the industry, when we are in the industry, there might be these big jargons which we use, and we can just type it in and Google out. But if we do not know the background of it, how it did it come, how did it get evolved into this, whatever we are doing now, then we feel a gap, which is not very much likely to feel. So hence, once if we know everything, the entire building blocks of it, why what is happening, maybe why the assumptions of regressions are there. If it is not there, then what will happen? So if that is not there, then what will happen, that classrooms will tell you. So every tits and bits of whatever we do is somehow connected to what we have done in the in our classrooms. So definitely that's very much important, and that is something which makes us different or makes us stand out from a person who's not belonging to our background and still done maybe a 1 month crash course and come here and then googling out and doing. So that's the difference which will make us feel proud. So of course that is important.
So, very much valuable words what you carried from classrooms to that workplace right now. So, very much consolidated and well bundled answers. Thank you for that. And of course, this conversation could be much open to every professional, but inevitably we have some conclusion. So, in a concluding remark, what is your words about the career trajectory and the essential job requirements for the future generation? Might be from statistics or beyond that, because you have the word about the other faculties also who are competing in the data science jobs. So can you elaborate on that a bit?
The main key point over here is continual learning. So in this path of job line, we do not have the privilege of, once we learn it and then and then we repeat it. That never happens. So as I already said, I guess, in every particular use case or problems, whatever we get, everything is different. Like at least many things are different. So, of course, experience matters. After a certain point of time, we know, okay, this is how we go about the problem. But even then, every time it is different. I mean, the problem is different, the solution is different, and and it is evolving. This entire study area is evolving every day. So every time the clients will expect us to give the best possible solution. The accuracy has to be the most. Along with that, the solution has to be the most. It should make sense to the business perspective as well. To do all those things, we need to learn. Uh, and keep learning, and there are new technologies coming every day, new algorithms coming up every day. Many people are doing many things with thing. So yeah, continual learning is a very important thing. Along with that, it's not a one subject thing. So we'll have to be a master of computer science, we'll have to be a master of mathematical thinking at least, and also the statistical perspective. And nothing can be undermined, of course, because the way we code, that is very much important. And as much polished the codes are, that much better it is accepted. We cannot like rough patches or short term codes, quick patches are not acceptable anywhere. So yeah, those are the main things which we need to focus about. And the main thing is, again, continual learning and perseverance. If you have that, I think you can sustain, you can keep on learning and keep on doing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, really it is a valuable point, especially with respect to continual learning and perseverance. So thank you for joining this Curious Mind episode. And we would like to thank once again for the valuable words from your career aspirations, perceptions, and then what you are looking for in the future as far as the coming generation is concerned. So, with all these things, it's a nice consolidation of what your journey is all about. So, we thank
Sure,
and wish all the best for your future endeavor. Thank you once again.
sure. Thank you so much for having me in here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.